Hello and welcome to the presentation of the BTS Cloud Computing, abbreviated BTS CC, at Lycée Guillaume Kroll, located in Eschelzet, Luxembourg. My name is Mark Schmidt and I am the coordinator of this BTS. So, majorly talking first about the major benefits of this program. These are quite short studies, just a 2-year study of 4 semesters with a maximum of 14 students per class. This means that you will have to pass a registration exam and classify amongst those first 14 students. The courses are mostly practical labs and you will have a 12-week internship located completely at the end of the curriculum. This means that it gives you a great opportunity to get even hired by the company in which you had your internship. One of our basic features is that we want to prepare you for real working life, and this is majorly accepted by a huge number of companies in the IT domain here in Luxembourg, as you will see on one of the next slides. So, in complement to the normal courses, you will also have workshops animated by those external partners which are experts in their domain. And then we're also offering you a lot of certifications which you will get prepared to. In order to prepare yourself for the certifications and for the courses and exams, we give you free access to IT academies such as the Microsoft Imagine Academy, the Cisco NetAcad, but also the VMware IT Academy. So this is our official partner board, still growing up from year to year, getting more external experts, which are the big players of the IT market and the cloud domain in Luxembourg. From a pedagogical approach seen, the student is in the center of the education, and we use a lot of online courses, majorly focused by ourselves, and also in Linux Academy, for example. The form of working will be a lot of group works or project working with a massive promotion of autonomous working. So it's really the self-learning aspect which is very important for us. You will not be left alone, as this is a real work-life simulation. Then, of course, we as cloud computing, it's normal that we try to be paperless as much as possible, and this implements also that you have to bring your own device. So you have to bring your own laptop. You will get the requirements after successful completing the exam. So concerning our education, we using the flipped classroom and the blended learning systems, where you have to read or to watch videos, for example, at home or during the autonomous working hours in the afternoons. And then we are discussing those topics or making labs, practical labs, in the morning lessons. Then we're also providing many information on our digital whiteboards and on the TVs, which are giving you the possibility to share your content and to have group discussions in a very easy way. So in order not to have too much exams per semester, we're just imposing 3 exams per semester, and the entire rest is continuous monitoring. And then finally, we are also offering mentoring, which is mandatory, where there is also always one teacher in charge of one student, and this teacher is giving you some hints about how to get this diploma quite easily. What you see here is the timetable of a first and second semester in the BTSCC, where you see that all the courses and labs are held in the morning, and then after the lunch the afternoons are reserved for autonomous working, and this autonomous working is partly supervised by the teachers, which are the colored outflow lessons. And then the rest of the afternoons and even also the autonomous working lessons are used for our external workshops with the experts. So this gets you a great opportunity to get immediately in touch with external experts of the domain in the IT. Concerning the program structure, I will just give you a brief summary of what you will do during those 4 semesters. But first of all, I want to focus on those numbers here at the end of the row right on the screen. So you have 1,200 hours of course, and you have a little bit more of autonomous working outside the normal course hours. And then added to this, we will provide you the 150 hours of external experts coming at school, or where you will go to the companies to have some workshops or presentations. And of course, there will be the 12-week internship, which is about 500 hours of workload. Concerning now the basic elements, you will have the project management courses, which are dedicated to project management systems, but also about how to integrate into a company, meetings, and so on. Then you will have the technical business communication, which is majorly usage of softwares in a communicative way, but also simulation of meetings and presentations. Then we will pass over to the English and French course, where the topics are exactly the same and could be summarized as how to get a job in English and how to get a job in French. They are always concluded with a final presentation where you will have a job recruiter coming to you and making an interview with yourself. Then the operating systems in the cloud is majorly Windows and Linux usage, while then the following course is based on virtualization and first cloud elements or cloud services provided, as well as container techniques. Then we have a hardware part, cloud infrastructures 1 to 3, which is basically the computer hardware going over then to server and racks up to entire data centers. IT networks is the Cisco CCNA network certification preparation that you will do. Automation, IT task automation, is automating some tasks on the desktop, on the servers, and of course of cloud services, and then also the aspect of how to document and how to monitor those automations. And finally we have the IT security, which is a dedicated course to security matters related to cloud services and cloud computing, but also to normal IT systems. There is to remark that the security aspects will of course also be treated during the other normal IT related courses. In semester 3 there will be added some other courses like accounting and environment and organization, which is meant to prepare you for the budgets to be established in IT projects and also to learn how a company is organized and functioning. Cloud Projects 1 and Cloud Projects 2 is some sort of playground that we have where you're going to make projects out of the cloud subject, but combining everything that you have seen before with new elements not yet treated and basically always focused on the cloud services. Whereas in the Cloud Solutions 1 and Cloud Solutions 2 part, you'll really study cloud services from AWS, from Google Cloud, and also from Microsoft Azure. Well, that's it for the content of the program of the BTS Cloud Computing. Follows now a quite short listing of all the certifications where you're going to get prepared. The certifications in bold are both certifications that you're going to make really during the classes and which will also be used for evaluation matters. Others will be preparations for some cloud certifications and some other IT certifications out of the Linux and Windows domain especially. What you see here are just some impressions about how you could be participating in the meeting. As you see that they had, for example, to build up entire racks in the school with all the servers that we got. Also working here on the servers, having some communication trainings. IBM, who visited us, for example, and gave us a presentation of their cloud solutions, a visit at Lux Comet, or for example Xanta coming and having to work them on material about IT, the domain. Other impressions that following are, for example, Clopre 2 projects where they had 6 weeks time to set up an entire data center supervision system, respecting the ITIL system, using Scrum as project management. So they had to monitor the racks in a server room, they had to survey the room, who comes in, who goes out, and so on and so on. So those are majorly some results where they used also some 3D printing of the projects, and they had a final presentation, of course, with the technical part and also using a commercial part where they really had to sell their service that they would be offering. So nearly to conclude, what are the admission requirements that you have to fulfill? So you have to get your studies finished of a secondary level, a good understanding of English as the linked language will be English, so all course contents will be provided in English. You have to prepare your entrance exam by studying an 8 hours online course about Linux and by preparing also a present yourself presentation in 2 minutes. Then after being classified amongst the first 14 candidates, you will then be accepted to this program. Registration will start on June 1st until June 13th. And finally, the admission exam itself will take place on July 5th and 6th on 21. More detailed information also about the exam can be found on the site of the school, www.lgk.lu/bts/cc. So if you want to get more information about the BTS-CC, feel free to contact us or have a look on the internet site, as well as on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and Snapchat. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope I will see you in one of the Q&A sessions that we will have.